12:8. If your gift is to show mercy, do it cheerfully. I'm looking around for people who have the gift of mercy. You would think if you're called into the ministry to be a pastor that you would have it, right? Never been on the list. And I've done the course many times. It ain't there. And I wish it was. I have to sort of force myself to this mercy thing, you know. And for those of you have it, mercy flows out of you and you bless people with your mercifulness. It just touches them and lifts them up. And for those of us who don't have it, when we try to do it, you know, we get in that setting. And frankly, I've been to the hospitals when people are in dire straits because people expected I should. Well, I look now for other people who can do this better than me because it just doesn't come natural for me at all. I'm like, I'm doing mercy. Accepting mercy is like someone that's totally uncoordinated trying to do the ballet Swan Lake, you know. But if you've got the mercy gift, do it cheerfully. Now, there are many other spiritual gifts in addition to those listed in Romans 12, and I've given you the sheet here. And you do the shape class. If you haven't done the shape class, that's okay, still dive in. But when you do the shape class or any other evaluation of what you think that you might have in terms of gift, do it with sober judgment, sober evaluation, and check out how you might be different. Just jump in, though. Just jump in. And your question is, what if I get it wrong? When I've dived in and done the belly flop in the water? Well, it's just no big deal. No biggie at all. You just get in there and you'll learn something very important if it's the wrong one. You know what you'll learn? You'll learn it's the wrong one. Others around you will tell you, get out of this environment. It's supposed to be mercy people here if you just don't have it. You're like an uncoordinated ballet dancer trying to do hobnail boots on, trying to get around. Get out. Or if you're in children's ministry, you shouldn't be. Someone will have the grace eventually to they won't say it like that, get out. They won't do that. Because they have a bit of mercy gift. So, ever thought of serving in connect groups? You ever thought of serving in the garden? You ever thought of serving on the cleaning team? Why did I get it wrong? No big deal. You certainly will find out. After a process of elimination, you might dive into many pools. You'll dive into this one, that's the wrong pool. You'll dive into this one, wrong pool. You'll dive into this one, wrong pool. And eventually you get out and shake your clothes down, get all that water off you, and eventually you're going to dive into the right one. And you're going to find your niche. You're going to find out exactly what you're shaped for, what God has wired you for. And I just want to say, if you haven't yet done the shape class, endeavour to do it when we do it again in February. But in the meanwhile, sober judgment and evaluation. Ask someone else, do you think I'm wired and shaped this way? Do that, and then just dive in. Romans 12:1. Offer yourselves. Offer yourselves. That means jump in. Psalm 34 verse 8. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Taste and find out which area of ministry is designed for you and which one you are designed for. Now, on Sunday the 14th of November, next Sunday for our volunteers, we want to feed you up. The following Sunday, this place is going to be decked out. Oh, by the way, we've got a baptism next Sunday as well. That's why that's parked there. And all the tables that were here last night are stacked where that wasn't there. So they had to come out early. And baptism endings. And then on the 14th, what we're doing, we're going to have an expo right down the side of the walls here of the ministries we have here, and we're going to display them, and we're going to brag on them. And we're going to have the opportunity for you to just dive in, have a go, and taste and see that the Lord is good, Psalm 34 verse 8. Taste and see which area of ministry is designed for you. So check out that expo on the 14th. It will invite you to become a volunteer, to sign up on a roster. Psalm 110 verse 3 in the New King James, my people shall be volunteers. Don't worry if the ministry for which you volunteer doesn't turn out to be your fit, and chances are it might not. Give it a go anyway for a season. Find out what it is that God has wired. No ministry has to be terminal for you. No ministry has to be like a terminal disease where you're going to die there. I hated this ministry. I'm going to die in the kids' ministry, whatever it might be. I'm going to die. No, don't let your ministry become a terminal illness. If it's not working out for you, tell somebody. Tell one of the pastors. Tell me. Tell someone. Now, I had an interview here last week with Michelle Orshott, and she's not here today. She's in Sydney for a conference. And but I just want to tell you about her again and remind you the ministry that she thought that she should do. It was just given to grief. She had the idea, and some of you may have the same idea, that actually you're supposed to not like your ministry. You've got to suffer for Jesus. I'm just here, I hate this ministry, but I'm suffering for Jesus. Get out of that ministry. You're not a good ambassador for it if you're there. You've got grief written all over your face. You're supposed to be enjoying your ministry. You're supposed to live the dream. God's wired you for something. And if the one you're in, you're hating with a passion, just put that other passion into something you enjoy and move yourself. And so Michelle was doing this ministry. She said, it must be the right one. I'm hating it so much. It's given me so much pain and so much grief. I'm hating it, so it must be the one. And then through this campaign, in fact, the second one at Connect Group, we got to talk about it. And this is crazy. But she discovered, in fact, that she likes to work with little kids that spew all over her. And so I interviewed her. So here's the interview coming up on the screen now. Well, that's me. Let's see Michelle. Everybody around the hall. I just want to say this is not rehearsed. Really, I got home on Friday night from Swan Valley and read all my emails. I had one from Michelle. She told me that she was going to put out one ministry before you get involved in another. And it was quite a new pattern of a 3-liner email. And it was Pastor Dave and myself, and he got me a registered email yet. He did. He got home from Swan Valley last night at midnight, and I remember at 10:30. So there we go. So, Michelle, why would you want to pull out that ministry and get into that one?
A number of years ago, I got involved with the ministry through a different church that I was at. And then when I came here, I believed that that was still where I was supposed to be. But the ministry, I'm a people person. And the ministry that I was working in drained me. Really, it was really, really tough. And I believed that that was the right ministry for me to be in because it was a heart pain. And I believed that when God gives you an ache for something, a pain for something, that's where He wanted you to be. And so the more I ached for the people that were involved in this ministry and that I thought I was meant to be working with, and the more I argued with my husband and my children about what I was doing, and the more I wanted to cut them up in bed and pull the blankets over my head, the more I thought I was doing God's work. And then quite by accident, when I came to this church, I got involved with another ministry. And it just... I can't sing. I'm not a rock star. I'm not even a good worshipper. But it makes my heart sing. I do not get tired when I work with these little people. And the work that I put in, I can spend all day doing stuff for these little people and having, much to Gordon's horror, having little people vomit on me and all the rest of it, and it just feels awesome. It is so great.
We had this talk with Connect Group the other night, so when we got to the meeting class, she gave that testimony. She said, I was loving mom to the lady. Oh, bless you. I make those circles, they go to you. Go on, hold on to yourself.
So, and through this course, or this little thing that we've been doing, and through what we spoke about on Wednesday night, I realised that when God gives you an ache for something, He doesn't mean for it to be a physical pain. He means for it to, like that little fire that you're talking about. It started off, I just thought I was helping somebody out. And that's just gone absolutely crazy in my life. And I just feel told me that a little acorn grows into a huge oak tree. And I feel like God is giving me that seed or that acorn so that I can plant it into these little ones, and they're going to become huge oak trees, and they're going to be so strong for God. And it's going to come from what happens, not just me, but what happens through the children's ministry here at Mount Divers.